Hi guys, it's Grandma Anna. This is the third video here today. It's Monday, November 5th, 2018. And shout out to everyone, especially the sick and suffering, especially the random acts of unexplained violence that turn into suicide, homicide, whatever it turns into, drama, trauma, and chaos, terrorism, random acts of terrorism, God, corruption and cover-up, you name it. Just wanted to do a shout-out. I put a post about, what's his name? Mac Miller on my Facebook page today. Because Grandma Anna's been kind of looking at Mac Miller's videos, his YouTube videos and stuff like that. And what I'm concluding, guys, is definitely Mac Miller worked for the Illuminati, okay? And when I say that, we're talking about Hollyweird. Hollyweird entertainment industry. If you're in there, you're going to be you're seeing a lot of these people doing a lot of this Illuminati symbolism and stuff. So the Illuminati's been around a long time. And I actually just pulled an activist stunt, and I was at this coffee shop, actually, because I was drawn in there. I was late for my appointment that you heard me talking about earlier. Grandma Anna didn't make it. I rescheduled it, but I was intuitively drawn into a coffee shop, and when that happens for me, I go with it. So, and I knew that I had to do a little activist stunt there, so I did. And what I want to say is it was directly across from a courthouse. And so I was talking to the girl there, like asking her if she knew the court system was Illuminati and blah, 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 because it is. All court systems are Illuminati based, okay? And if you don't know that, folks, that's because you don't know about the Illuminati. That's the only thing I can tell you. But, see, the court system is named court because of the queen and her court, the king and his court, and Illuminati, all naughty Illuminati roads lead backwards from the United States of, I'm going to call it what it is, Israel, backwards to the corrupt Queen's Castle, backwards to, there's a church that sits directly across from the Queen's Castle, and it's called Abbey of Westminster. But recently, the naughty Illuminati ones changed the name of that church because, you know, when they got to cover stuff up, they're going to change it. So now it's called the Church of England, okay? But you can't cover up what's already been established. Understand that, folks, okay? How can you cover up that the naughty Illuminati hotspot is Cleveland, Ohio, one of them, one of the many? And I say that because BP building, British Petroleum. How do I know about that building? Well, I used to work in the medical field, and we took care of a patient by the name of Andy Tesler. And I know Andy Tesler would not mind me divulging that. So he was in charge of the crew, the construction crew for that British Petroleum building. And unfortunately and sadly to say for Andy Tesler, what happened for him was somebody put a piece of drywall, sheetrock, over an open hole in the top floor of that British Petroleum building, and Andy Tesler would fall through that drywall and fall from the top floor all the way down to the first floor and break almost every bone in his body. And so I had the pleasure of getting to know Mr. Tesler because I worked in sports rehab. I worked at an office called Sports Rehab Consultants, so I was their little office manager for them. So we developed a friendship, and that's how people go in the medical arena, if you will. But anyways, back to the Illuminati ones. So all naughty Illuminati roads lead backwards to the corrupt Queen's Castle and that Catholic church that sits across, Abbey of Westminster. And that's why here in Ohio, there's a lot of roads that are named Abbey, as in Abbey of Westminster and Abbey, Catholic Church. So what I want to say is all naughty Illuminati roads lead backwards from the corrupt Queen's Castle, Abbey of Westminster Church, on backwards to the Pope himself. And so in order to investigate and to learn about the Illuminati, we got to go back to Pope John Paul II and Jerzy Kluger. Okay, and that's going to open up a whole lot of truth for what's really going on in our nation here today. And I'm sorry to say it, but Mr. Trump was in Hollyweird before he got into that White House. So our POTUS is not the Illuminati POTUS, okay? You may not think so, and that's your choice to think whatever you want to think, but Grandma Anna's here, and I'm going to tell you, I know the writing, it's on the wall, okay? I'm not distracted by the ball games, by the naughty Illuminati ball games. You're not going to distract me with that stuff. I used to work for the Cleveland Indians ball team, their medical practice, for 5 years. So, Lutheran Medical Center and St. Vincent Charity Hospital. So, what do I want to say here? Back to Mac Miller. Mac Miller was promoting a lot of Nike products for the Illuminati. Mac Miller was also promoting the heroin and fentanyl trend, drug trend, if you will, for the young people. And that's part of Agenda 21. Agenda 21, which is a globalist 1% parasitical elite agenda to depopulate the planet. So I know that's some heavy duty shit for you to swallow, but I don't care. Swallow it. Drink some water and swallow that shit, because you need to wake up and take up the truth. And the truth is, we all been lied to. We all been lied to. We all been manipulated by the naughty Illuminati ones who own corrupt mainstream media. And so, you know, who was with George Bush Jr., Skull and Bones, on 9/11/01? That would be, God, Tony Blair. Okay, I got distracted a little bit by a little Illuminati guy. He was looking over here at me. So, but he gonna read my sign here in a minute. Anyways, and it's funny because he was looking at me, but I took a picture of his little flag stuff. I'll post that later. So yeah, all naughty Illuminati roads lead backwards, and we're in some deep naughty Illuminati doo-doo. And they get the entertainers to promote their product, or to promote their hidden agendas, is what I want to say. So Illuminati definitely knows how to work those hidden hands, if you will. They know when they want to promote a product, meaning fashion, or a trend, meaning fashion, bags, shoes, t-shirts. They got the dough to do it, and they got the dope to do it too. They got little Mac Miller into that dope stuff and promoting his little butt. And so, dude, oh, deed. And, you know, my heart goes out to Mac Miller and his family, but my heart goes out to our poor people that are being targeted to utilize these drugs of